Hey guys, Damien here. So this video is going to be a genuine question to Trump supporters, and I'm trying to have a very honest and civil conversation with you. Not really emphasizing the civil part too much because a lot of this stuff in this video is going to be some very harsh truths that you're not going to want to hear. For example, let's start out with my accusation, or my accusations, I should say. I am accusing every single Trump supporter of being highly indoctrinated and very, very little educated on what actually has been going on in politics. Now, I am also going to accuse every single Trump supporter watching this video that your first instinct of watching this video is going to say, oh, who is this libtard? Who is this Democrat? Do I look like a Democrat to you? Just because I'm criticizing Trump, that automatically makes me a liberal? This is part of the divide that's been going on. And you guys don't understand it because you were born into a system to be highly indoctrinated. I was not as indoctrinated as a lot of you guys, but even me too, I was indoctrinated to some point. And there's probably a lot of aspects where I still am. But let's start talking logic, okay? Facts over feelings. Isn't that something that you guys always used to say when Biden was in office? Which, by the way, Biden, as corrupt as they come. Obama, even more corrupt. It's all of them. If I was a Democrat, would I be reminding everybody or actually educating people? This is not a reminder because you guys don't know this. Obama, well past his own term. Because of something that he did. He pissed away $38 billion of American taxpayer dollars to a foreign country, to Israel. Good until 2028. That's not good. That's corruption, and he needs to be held accountable for that. Okay, so, and that's valid criticism of Obama. And I'm sure if Trump people even knew what I'm talking about, they'd be like, yeah, he's right. Screw Obama. Anytime it comes to any criticism to Democrats, Republicans are quick to point out, yes, that's corrupt. But let's start talking about corruption on all sides, in particular with the Trump administration. You guys are going to have your minds blown because you don't know any of the stuff that I'm going to be telling you about because you guys, again, you are highly opinionated but lack any education about what's been going on. Otherwise, you will be able to jump in my comment section and justify what I'm going to bring up to you right now. Justify. Me personally, okay, these are my views, and I'm wanting for you to explain why your views are different. Because my personal views when it comes to hiring somebody for the important position of National Director of Intelligence. Did you guys know Donald Trump ran on a campaign of no DEI hires? DEI meaning diversity, equity, and inclusion, which is basically saying, all right, if we got a business where we have 10 people working, but all 10 of them are one race and one sexual preference, we need to get, cut that down in half, and we need to get like a couple of gay people, a couple of lesbians. That would be an example of diversity, of DEI. Hiring people not based on their qualifications, but based on outside aspects that have nothing to do with their qualifications, such as their race or their sexual preference. So, my personal views are that if you are going to hire someone for the position of National Director of Intelligence, they should come from an intelligence background. You should not hire them simply because they're the first openly gay cabinet member, which is what Donald Trump did. You don't know about that? Oh, come on. You are a Trump supporter. How could you call yourself a Trump supporter and not know stuff like this? I am telling you that Donald Trump ran on a campaign of no DEI hires. And that was something, when I heard about that, I got behind. I could support that. But what did he actually do? He actually hired Richard Grenell. Go to Richard Grenell's Wikipedia page. Read the first paragraph. Now type in Richard Grenell gay and click on images. Okay? You are going to see. I'm not lying. And so my question to you guys is, did you criticize Trump when he made the hire, or did you criticize Trump when he made the fire? Or did you never criticize Trump? That's probably the last one, because you're not capable of criticizing him because, number one, you don't know what's going on, but number two, if you know what's going on, you wouldn't support him. But if you do support him and you know what's going on, explain. I'm holding you accountable now. And to anybody who's on my Facebook friends list who still supports Trump, or if I hear anybody saying, oh, it's the left, oh, it's the right, oh, it's the Republicans, oh, it's the Democrats, I'm calling you out too. If you think the Democrats are without fault, you're going to get called out. But that's one of the many talking items. Let's backtrack even before the DEI stuff for Donald Trump. Personally, I can admit, and I don't know why you guys cannot admit this either, because we are not very different. We all have jobs, we have responsibilities. We cannot dedicate so much time to politics. But a lot of my free time does go to this stuff, which is why I can speak up on it without having to read. I know this stuff off the top of my head because I've educated myself, unlike all you other people. So I agree when Donald Trump said he was against DEI hires. I disagree when he did a DEI hire. Have that conversation with me if you disagree. I agreed with Trump when he pointed out that Obama is wasting taxpayer dollars every time he goes golfing. To be honest, guys, I was never really into politics, but when Donald Trump said that, I did not know about that. I did not realize how much money is being wasted anytime a president goes on a golfing trip. When Trump pointed that out, I agreed with Trump. Trump, you were right. And you know what? Good on you for opening people's eyes on about this. Things like that is what made people gravitate towards Trump, myself included. I can say that, but I can also say this. When he actually goes into office and he out-golfs Obama, Obama had 2 terms. Trump almost out-golfed Obama in his first term alone. He's already surpassed Obama in his second term. But he has wasted way more taxpayer dollars than Obama did golfing. Justify that. Justify that. When we agree with Trump when he calls out the corruption, we support him. But when he is as guilty or more guilty, it's crickets. It's crickets. Why? It's one of 2 things. You are highly indoctrinated and very ignorant to where you don't know to criticize him because you would rather support someone without knowing anything about what they're doing than actually learn about what they're doing and speaking out against it. Now, okay, what about child gender reassignment? Sounds like that's a left issue. That sounds like something that the Democrats would be supporting, that Donald Trump would be against. That's what that's the image that Donald Trump gave me when he was running for office. But you guys tell me, March 5th of this year, item number 5. Now I noticed when this tweet came out, mainstream media was showing the first 3 talking points, and they were conveniently cutting out talking points number 4, number 5. What about talking point number 5? What I'm talking about is Donald Trump approving child gender reassignment as long as it has at least one of the parents' permission. I'm not for that, okay? I personally do not think children should be getting a sex change as children, even if they have a parent's permission. I don't agree with that. Trump fans, tell me why you do. Tell me, Trump fans, why do you support DEI hires? Why do you support presidents wasting taxpayer money golfing? Why do you support kids getting child gender reassignment as long as they have a parent's permission? All of these things are guilty. You can Google all of this stuff. Who golfed more, Obama or Trump? Google that. Did Trump hire Richard Grenell for the position of NDI or for the position of National Director of Intelligence? Google that. Google, is Richard Grenell gay? Google that. Now, I am not homophobic at all. Matter of fact, it was reading an online comment of a gay person who was a former Trump supporter saying, I supported Trump, I am gay, but I would rather have someone who's qualified for the important position of National Director of Intelligence than hiring someone like Richard Grenell, who doesn't even come from an intelligence background. He was the ambassador to Germany. Why don't you guys know this stuff? If you're going to support someone, educate yourself and be able to answer this stuff. If you can't answer this stuff, maybe you should question, oh my God, is it possible I've been indoctrinated? Is it possible that Trump lied to us? Fact check me and holler back.